Hey, do you ever feel like you're living in a space that's from another chapter of your life? Maybe it's too spacious or too snug, or it's simply no longer fitting your current lifestyle. Today, we're exploring a journey many of us face but seldom discuss, and that's finding the perfect fit for our living spaces. Whether it's echoes of an oversized home or the challenges of a sudden life shift, the question of downsizing versus right-sizing has never been more relevant. Join us as we dive into the differences between these two paths, unpacking the pros, the cons, and the emotional roller coaster tied to each one. But whether you're contemplating a fresh start, moving on from a loss, or just curious about this dynamic duo of housing transitioning, this is a conversation you won't want to miss. First, there's downsizing. That's where you're really moving consciously into a smaller space. But to do that, you're going to have to say goodbye to items that you no longer need, no longer want, or simply will not have any room for. Doesn't that sound easy? But it comes with its own set of challenges. I know it did for me when I had to do it. Then there's right-sizing. That's like your fairy godmother of moving. It's not just about going smaller, it's about going smarter. It's about tailoring your living space to your current needs, dreams, and yes, sometimes even your bucket list. It's about creating a space that feels just right for your lifestyle, your financial goals, and your personal aspirations. And right-sizing was what I was able to do. Though, in hindsight, I wish I'd moved a little slower. Because although right-sizing sounds great, doesn't it? It too comes with its own set of challenges. So let's talk the pros and cons of each one. First, let's talk the pros or the benefits. With both downsizing and right-sizing, financially, it can be a real game changer. Freeing up funds for you to retire early, travel, explore, or even as some of my clients have done, start your own small business. What I personally loved about my move was the lower costs involved moving from the bigger house to the smaller one, especially having to do it solo. Although the act of moving by itself was a little bit nerve-wracking, the end result was one of being able to really control my financial future through owning my own home. Style-wise, it's about finding a space or home that fits like your favorite pair of jeans, comfortable, reliable, and just your style, with amenities that allow you to enjoy doing your favorite things, from gardening to book clubs to hiking and everything in between. And then there's always safety and security, both very important, especially when you're heading out solo. And this was really an important feature for me when I suddenly found myself on my own. Finding a community that felt safe and allowed me to enjoy walking my dogs or riding my bike was extremely important to me. The smaller living space was much easier to manage, and the community I ended up in offered additional security features, so basically a win-win all around. But as with any move, there's some cons or challenges as well. The biggest one, of course, is being the emotional challenge of making a move, especially if you've been in your place for a long time. Not only are you heading out solo, but you're making a lifestyle change from what you were used to, and there's also the process of letting go of both the possessions and the memories collected over time, which can be challenging and emotionally draining. I've been there. I remember having to move from my bigger home, filled with memories and plans for the future, as well as possessions that I loved, and having to relocate myself to a smaller house all alone. And although it was challenging at the time, the best advice I can give you is to take your time. Get with somebody who understands what you're going through, and don't feel pressured or rushed as you take time to process each decision one by one on your journey of downsizing or right-sizing. Then there's also the adjustment period, because once you do make your move, and it's going to take you a little bit of time to adjust to a new environment, a new home, a new neighborhood, and building community within that neighborhood. The good news is, I can speak from experience, when you find the right place for you, you will build a wonderful community that you can become part of and really enjoy. And then there's the question of space, or should I say lack of it. Because with both downsizing and right-sizing, you're going to have to be careful, especially if you're seeking a more simplified lifestyle, something that aligns with your current needs or even your future self. So although you might be comfortable giving up the bigger house with all the work that comes from running a big house by yourself, you want to make sure that you're still getting the space that will let you feel cozy and comfortable instead of cramped and limited. Hi, my name's Peggy Dursthoff, a realtor at Live Denver Suburbs, powered by HomeSmart. And if you're venturing out solo, remember, you're not alone. Thinking about making a move? Check out this video over here where I talk about some of the strategies you can use in today's market to attract the best offers on your home. Or you can always schedule a consultation with me. Let's make your next move your best move Together we'll find a home that's your place to thrive. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.